Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of my current Clockwork Empires series. What's going on here is that the first little bit of this is going to be footage that didn't fit on the end of episode 1, and then from there it jumps forward to a little bit later in the playthrough, so that's why there's going to be some cutting and pasting going on. Also, I apologize in advance for my voice because this is the time of year when my sinuses try to kill me. As a result, I'm going to sound a little bit like Kermit the Frog. But bear with me. It's not too bad, I don't think. Alright, so enjoy the rest of the video. Still waiting on this carpentry to get built. Yeah, and so it goes. So I'm just going to keep building this colony up. I say keep building, I mean I haven't even finished building my first workshop. Now, there's an additional favor you can call in from the Empire if you have sufficient prestige. Prestige is counted by this number, like the star number up here at the top. I have 1 prestige currently. As I do stuff that is of utility or benefits the home country, I will receive additional prestige points. I get 1 for accepting 3 colonists because you know, the mother country doesn't want them and I'm taking them. I get 1 for running a colony well. You'll get 1 prestige point every day your colony survives. You can, and there are a number of different, if you successfully research a mysterious idol, things like that. If you, when you have the opportunity to call in a favor, you can spend that prestige to call in a number of favors, which are listed in the menu I rapidly clicked off. Accepting criminals costs 0 prestige. You can have the Empire send you an entire squad of redcoats for at the cost of 5 prestige. You can get food for like 3 prestige, something like that. There's a number of them. So the carpentry workshop has been assembled, but none of the internal modules have been built. So I still can't use it to saw logs or anything yet. Let's chop you down. So, in the last couple of revisions, I didn't... Oh, another deathworm. Well, no problem. The last couple of revisions, I didn't bother building the kitchen until later in the game because at the time, changes in the food system meant that it really wasn't worth the effort. The labor and materials that would go into that were could be better used elsewhere. However, with the most recent couple of revisions, it's important to build the kitchen early, again, as it used to be, because the kitchen now multiplies your food. Because of the increase in production yields, the kitchen will effectively double or triple, somewhere between 2 times and 3 times the food available to your colonists. So here's the immigration menu. Let's pause the game here for a sec. So I have the option to not accept anyone, go away, and in which case I lose a point of prestige. If I say just whatever, send me 3 of whatever, I will get a point of prestige. If I specifically request someone to oversee a new work crew, I'm not awarded and not penalized any prestige. What I do need though, I've got more than enough work crews and not nearly enough workers, so I'm going to take 3 of anyone. And if we look in the text box on the bottom right, I got a foot soldier, a metal worker, and a metal worker. So the foot soldier is automatically assigned to any active military crews I've got. I'm actually going to assign you here and turn you back into a civvy. So these 2 are metal workers. Although, for now, job titles are unimportant. Like there are generic worker, immigrant titles like forester, metal worker, miner. Those actually, they don't influence the game in any way right now. They will, or if I recall correctly, the devs are saying they will eventually represent what they're good at. If we look at Maud here, for instance, she has a list of things she is good and not good at, and in fact she's terrible at everything, but she will slowly get better at things as she does them. presumably, say the miner will be good at gathering resources and the forester will be good at chopping down trees. But that's for the future. So for now, they consider them just generic workers. Yep, so that's that. Still working at the colony. Now that this thing is mostly built, I'm going to start on the kitchen. And after that, I'm going to build my workers someplace to sleep. Let's put the kitchen over here. Actually, I hope I've got enough stone. In my commodities, I have only 4 stone, although I'm actively mining this node, so I guess we'll probably be okay. Let's put some doors in here. I would like to be... Iron ovens cook faster than stone ovens. Stone ovens are cheaper, they're just... all you need is stone. Iron ovens require like brick and like various forms of iron components, which I don't have the ability to make myself until I build like a smelter and maybe a mine. So basically early in the game, these more complex components are quite expensive. But again, the trade-off is they're faster. I can cook a steak faster in an iron oven than its stone counterpart. I do have the component, let me get back to you on that. If you look at the bottom right here, we've encountered a fish person. He's over here. So, one of my colonists is reporting a fish person sighting, and these are the 3 options I have for interacting with them. Right? Percy Brazenhat is asking, what should he do? I can just ignore them and let events go where they might. I can order my people to be hostile and just shoot them and kill them at every opportunity, or I can try to communicate with them. Maybe we can have a peaceful coexistence. I'm just going to pick option number 3 here because it's the newest and opens up further interesting choices. And military intimidation. Okay, this actually popped up while I was trying to make my previous decision. My standing military just took the position that they won't kill the fishmen, they'll just shout at them until they go away. So, the first time this happened, I have the opportunity to let them continue doing it more aggressively, shoot to kill, or tolerate their presence peacefully. I'm actually going to just choose the keep hassling option. Oh, here we've got the autosave firing off. And hassling the fish people means that I shoo them away from like treading on my crops and things, but I'm not actively trying to kill them. So I'm hoping for at least toleration. I'm not actively trying to make friends with them yet, although I understand that's possible. I haven't tried doing that yet myself. So, boys and girls, we've jumped forward in time a little bit. You can see I've completed the kitchen. I'm in the process of completing the bunkhouse. I've got the food production up and running. It's day 6. Things seem to be going okay. Now, I have a suspicious goods proposal from a specific colonist. Now I can refuse the goods in that they're shady and it'll make my colony look bad, or I can just take them, no questions asked. Hopefully no questions asked, because this opens up an entirely new branch of interaction options. So let's take this one. I'm going to take the goods, and here they are. Oh, pretty good stuff. However, what this has led to, now someone is asking where these mysterious goods came from, right? Achilles Tomplock has discovered there's a discrepancy in the colony records and we have more stuff than we can account for. So I have a number of options as to how I'm going to deal with this. I can allow him to investigate, but that will potentially reveal my shady black market dealings and cost me prestige. Or at the very least make Achilles Tomplock angry. I can leave it up to Achilles himself to decide, which, and it sounds like he's going to investigate, or I can kill Achilles, which I don't really want to do. And of course, executing guy, marking a guy for frontier justice has a knock-on effect of affecting all the colonists who witness and or participate in it. I am actually just going to take a hands-off approach. I'm going to let Achilles decide for himself. And what he has done is he has personally decided that an investigation is necessary. This is not... I'll simply speak to the ministry myself. Okay, so it looks like he's going to take us up, he's going to go over my head. So I can, again, I have a number of choices. This is like a branching consequences tree, right? I can just let the investigation arrive. I can actively try to cover it up, or again, I can kill Achilles. I'm just gonna cover it up. Maybe no one will notice. So, I've managed... Oh my goodness. Let's pause the game for a sec here. So I've managed to cover it up. There's no proof that I accepted smuggled goods. But it is possible there will be consequences later down the line. So, and this was all because I accepted a shipment of goods. Is it worth it? Maybe, or maybe not. Depends, on the state of the colony. Do I really badly need these extra materials? I probably didn't. Is it worth the cost in prestige, though? I don't know what that is yet. If it's just one prestige, I can probably just eat the penalty. Or it may cause discontent. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to take 3 of anyone here. May cause further discontent in the colony. Let's make sure the new arrivals are properly assigned. So I like that there are different layers of interactivity that will... it's not just... they'll interact with each other, right? It's not just a simple, like, yes or no situation. You have events that will affect other events that will affect other events. Take the example of frontier justice. If I kill someone, colonists who witness the execution will be affected negatively. Some will be angry, some will be sad. The brutish ones, in particular the prisoners, might actually enjoy it. So the morale goes up. And by the way, this is the autosave triggering again. And I think in a system with sufficient complexity, you allow the simulation to run. It's complex enough that it's cumbersome to try and game the system, and you just play it earnestly. You just play it as you would. You try and keep an overall or overarching strategy in mind, but the more complex the system is, the less you're able to game it from every angle. And I appreciate that sort of, I appreciate that level of sophistication. And you'll have, in addition to sophistication, you'll also have objectives that have opposed outcomes. Right? You might want to be friendly with the Fishman, but the Fishmen just want to mess up your crops. And you might really need those crops to feed your colonists. And the presence of Fishmen drives your colonists insane. But do you want the scientific advancement, or do you want the better chance at subsistence? Anyway, what kind of... I think we're okay for colonists, actually, but I don't think I need food. We'll take the colonists. I seem to have more soldiers than I did before, which says to me... Leola Walker... Nope. I think one of these newly arrived soldiers is one of my criminals. One of my newly arrived criminals. Actually, now that I think about it, I've got enough professional soldiers that I can retire this non-professional soldier at add her back into my general workforce. An interesting quirk of the jungle biome is that it has coconut palms, which apparently they produce coconuts forever. I mean, you pick them and eventually they come back at some random amount of time, which I'm going to do right now. Unlike other forageables like the orange fungus, which also grows in the jungle, although we haven't seen much of it this time. And in the temperate biome, you have the lingonberry bushes and the Saskatoon berries and stuff like that. So those bushes, every time you harvest berries from them, there's a percentage chance that they will stop producing berries. It's like it's somewhere in the scripting, like it's 40% chance or whatever. Like you pick the berries and sometimes then there's like a 60% chance that berries will grow back. You pick them again, chance. Pick, chance. But eventually, if you pick them enough, they will just stop producing berries and just become useless shrubs that you can clear off the land. As far as I can tell, however, coconut palms produce coconuts forever. So the thing of it is, crates of coconuts are, they're raw and people don't like to eat them unless they're very hungry. And if we look in the kitchen, there's no recipe that uses just coconuts. You can make stew out of them, because stew will accept any ingredient. However, the better food is coconut curry, which is to say you, and actually I've planted this plot here will be chilies when they grow. It requires a bushel of chilies and a crate of coconuts. That's probably the best way to make use of coconuts, but you can't make that good use of coconuts without chilies. And also there's a recipe for just pickling chilies by themselves. So coconuts are unique in that unlike other foods, you actually have to combine them with some other food to make best use of them, which is an interesting dynamic for the jungle biome. Yeah. Ah, bandits. A bandit wants to join our colony. Sure. Wolfram Robber. Oh, I see he's bringing a friend. Presumably I don't know where he is in relation to my colony, but I think he's running toward... Okay. He might not survive though, because this thing has been biting him. Biting him for the entire duration of his run. Huh, there's a dead chicken out here. Oh, jungle fowl, I should say. Historically, jungle fowl, which are native to, I believe, like the steamy jungles in real life South America, I believe they're closely related to our sort of like common domestic chicken. There we go. Our new immigrant is saved by the trusty soldiers of the Empire. Alright, Wolfram a robber. Oh my goodness, he's on death's door. All his memories are of fleeing from danger and being attacked. And he has a terrible lingering wound. What this means is that this has changed his personality. He's terrified and will flee from combat whenever it presents himself. He's angry, understandably, but he's not insane. So, let's get him assigned to a work crew. He would not make a good soldier at this point, because he'll never stand and fight. So, I'm just going to make him one of my regular workers. Oh, notification of a new bandit camp somewhere. Let's not provoke unnecessary conflict. Well, with that, I'm going to wrap this episode up. We've made some progress. I hope I've been able to illustrate sort of a branching decision trees that are now present in the game. And I believe the devs are going to continue working on that stuff. They're supposed to be more subtle, or they intend for there to be more subtle interactions with fish people and cults, and I believe bandits. In addition to like the larger scale, like maintaining your colony picture. So shaping up to be an interesting game. Well, thanks very much for watching this one. Hope you found it informative. The game is Clockwork Empires, being developed by Gaslamp Games. It's still in early access, so you'll see a lot of changes. My name is Alfred, and I hope you found this useful. Have a good day.